It all happened in the space of seconds. The loud thud of a locker being slammed shut echoed through the school hallway. Students turned, startled. And there she stood, Amina, her small frame trembling, her eyes wide as the boys cornered her. Her collar was yanked. But before anyone could react, before a teacher could intervene, something no one expected happened. The shy girl moved. And when she did, a wrist cracked. Then another. Silence. Then screams. Amina had always been invisible. She kept her hair tied back, eyes low, mouth shut. In a school where the loudest ruled, the silent ones were either ignored or hunted. Amina was both. For months, she walked the halls like a ghost, carrying her books tightly against her chest, trying to make herself smaller with every step. Her mother had moved her to this new school after they fled an abusive home, hoping for a fresh start. But the trauma didn't leave just because they changed cities. At home, she hardly spoke. Her mother worked double shifts just to keep them afloat. Amina, meanwhile, avoided eye contact, avoided mirrors, avoided hope. And the bullies noticed. Especially Kareem, the tall, arrogant boy who thrived on making others feel smaller. Along with his sidekicks Bilal and Danish, he ruled the hallway like it was his personal kingdom. Amina had become his favorite target. Snide remarks. Shoved books. Snatched lunches. No one stopped him. She endured it all. Until that day. 2 weeks earlier, something had changed. Amina's mother had found a flyer for a free judo class being offered at the community center. "It's just a class," she'd said, smiling gently, placing the paper on the kitchen table. No pressure. Amina stared at it in silence. But later that night, after her mother fell asleep, she picked it up again. There was something about the picture, a young girl flipping an adult man with fierce confidence, that stirred something deep in her chest. She went the next day. And she kept going. At first, she felt stupid. Clumsy. Weak. But the instructor, an older woman named Sensei Rania, saw something in her. "You're not weak," she'd say, firm but kind. "You're untrained. That's different." And so Amina trained. Quietly. Relentlessly. As if every throw, every fall, every break from the mat allowed her to peel off one more layer of the fear that had blanketed her for so long. She didn't tell anyone. Not her mother. Not the school. She just became stronger. Until that day in the hallway. It started the same way as always. She had just closed her locker when Kareem shoved her hard from behind. "Hey, freak," he sneered, grabbing her collar, yanking her forward. Amina didn't scream. She didn't cry. Something inside her just clicked. And for the first time ever, she looked him dead in the eyes. And she moved. Her hand shot up and twisted his wrist in one clean motion, kotegeshi, just like she'd practiced 100 times. Kareem's body dropped like dead weight, a scream tearing from his throat as he hit the floor. Bilal lunged in blind rage. Another twist. A lock. A cry. Then Danish hesitated. But it was too late. 3 boys, strong, smug, undefeated, lay moaning on the cold hallway floor. And Amina stood there, her breath calm. Her collar wrinkled, but untouched. For a moment, no one spoke. The hallway that used to swallow her whole had become hers. Then a teacher ran in, panic in her voice. Students started whispering. Phones came out. A crowd formed. But Amina didn't run. She didn't cower. She waited. The fallout came quickly. The boys were taken to the nurse, then suspended. Amina was brought to the principal's office, her mother called in. But this time, she told the truth. Every incident. Every shove. Every silence she had swallowed. Her voice shook as she spoke, but she didn't stop. Because she wasn't just speaking for herself anymore. She was speaking for every quiet kid who thought they had to endure it. Her mother cried quietly beside her, holding her hand. And the school, perhaps for the first time, listened. News spread fast. Some students called her a ninja. Others just watched her in awe. But Amina didn't want fame. She just wanted peace. And slowly, it came. No more shoves. No more snide remarks. Some students even apologized. She went back to her judo class every weekend. Not to fight. Not to prepare for violence. But to remember that strength wasn't loud. It wasn't angry. Strength was quiet confidence. Strength was knowing you could protect yourself, and choosing to walk in peace. One afternoon, Sensei Rania asked her to help teach a group of younger girls. Amina smiled. She stepped forward.